Hi, I'm Merity with the Detox Market, and I'm here with my very good friend Dana.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking today about how to do a quick, easy, everyday, sort of refreshing, brightening makeup, which is especially targeted to someone who is maybe over 50. How old are you, Dana?
52.
Believe it or not, Dana's 52. If you haven't seen our first video, step one was we did her skincare routine and talked a little bit about skincare targeted to brightening and lifting and sort of the neck and different things you can do for cell turnover. But without further ado, let's get straight into makeup. The first thing that I want to talk about is this Fit Glow Beauty Foundation. The reason I really love this one is it's not just foundation, it has a lot of skincare properties, so it's also brightening. So sort of as you're wearing it, you're getting more and more skincare benefits. So just going to go straight in with a little pump of this. And then because you're sort of in between shades, we're in the springtime, a lot of us kind of go, especially if you live somewhere sunny like us, it's like we're pale, we're tan, we're pale, we're tan, depending on what's going on. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of a lighter shade in.
Okay.
We're mixing 2 and 4 for you, just to get a little bit of a perfect match. So when it comes to sort of a youthful makeup, really the saying less is more is very important. So start with just a couple of drops, do the most sheer layer that you can, and then if you feel like you need more coverage, go in with a concealer. Because if you do a heavy layer of something, it's not going to look as natural, and especially for daytime, you just don't need that much coverage. This one, I'm actually having a little bit of a warming effect because you are so good about wearing a hat, but then your body has a little bit more of a tan, and so this is just gonna warm up your complexion a little bit. So once I have a sheer layer of foundation on, so it's really just a second skin, just sort of as light as I can to even out the tone, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to use the Well People BioCorrect. I love this one because again, it's full of skincare, but what's really important about this, besides its biopeptide complex,
You like that?
we do. I think really when you are talking about mature skin around the eyes, a thin fluid concealer is always going to sit nicely. And if you need to build it, you can, but you start with a nice sheer fluid. If you go straight in with something too thick, it's always going to get, it has the possibility of getting cakey.
And sitting in the little wrinkles.
Sitting in any little lines. So it's just important that you place the concealer exactly where you have darkness. And then if you feel like you need more coverage, go ahead in with another layer, but blend that first layer in before you do the second layer. And when you build layers like that, you're going to get a more natural, long-lasting finish. So you can just see that that just brightens under the eye, but it's natural. So just anywhere you feel that you need a little more coverage, you're more olive, but a lot of us get more red around the nose, around the mouth, maybe around the brows. So those are great places to hit with concealer in the morning, even if you don't need it right that second. Usually by about noon, that redness starts coming out in the skin. So I call it insurance. So just go ahead and do that first thing in the morning with a sheer layer of concealer, and then on any little, pigmentation patches, or if you still get blemishes, then pop it on that too. Beautiful. So now that we have a beautiful, flawless base, very sheer, very natural, I'm going to go in with a little color.
Okay.
And again, even if you have redness on your skin, we kind of lose color as we get older. Blush really helps.
Yeah.
If you are a blush phobe, please make friends with blush. It's something that really, a lot of people think mascara is the biggest one. Blush can really wake up your face in the morning. I think Dana and I met with me recommending a blush to her. That's how this relationship goes back. So I'm going to use the Tata Harper. It's the volumizing lip and cheek tint, and very popular. So this has a special lipid complex that specifically volumizes.
Oh, we like that.
We do like that, right? So
cheeks.
Tata Harper's Colombian. She's all about more is more is more. So wherever she can put amazing skincare ingredients, she does. So this one is great, for lips and cheeks, because it's just going to have that volumizing effect, and also really beautiful colors. This one I'm choosing for you has almost a tawny sort of a shade to it. It's like a brown pink. This does come in a few shades. This one's called Très Populaire, or Very Popular. And when you have a shade like this, it's a little more tawny, you can almost use it like a bronzer. Okay. So you'd almost put it anywhere where you'd get a sunburn, which we're not gonna do because we have sunscreen on. But you can almost put it just tops of the cheeks.
A little sun-kissed look.
Yeah, hit the temple a little bit. Break the rules. When you have a brown tone blush, you can go even, we call this sun striping. like across the nose.
Oh yeah.
Don't do this with a pink blush. You look like you have allergies or a cold. But when you have kind of a tawny blush, you can really add this really beautiful flush of color without ever damaging the skin. It's just from this beautiful little pot. So, and I do in the mornings really love applying things with fingertips, especially creams. It's just easy. But notice that I'm really tapping around the edges. Don't stick this on and run out the door. Really tap around the edges to make sure that it's seamless with the skin.
And I'm sure the heat from your fingers also helps kind of melt it.
100%. And I'm even putting a little on your chin. So I'm kind of treating it, it's a blush slash, just adding a little color where I feel like we need it. And then of course I'm gonna pop a little on the lips. Go ahead and open for me. Listen, if I didn't know you so well, I'd probably grab a lip brush, but I feel like we're close enough. I can just get in there. Okay, so you had mentioned to me before how you feel like your mascara is always sort of running down the face of the day.
I use oils, and so my mascara always smudges and goes up, because I also rub my eyes a lot because I wear contacts.
Yes, so I can't help you with the rubbing your eyes part, but just don't rub your eyes. But I do want to talk about powder, because I think people in a mature skin category are terrified of powder, but it's really important for keeping everything in place. If you're using a lot of great oils and creamy concealers and moisture, it's natural that it's just gonna pull down the mascara throughout the day, right? So this is a really great powder from Hynt Beauty. It's got a really light, silky feel. It does not cake. It's not overly absorbent.
Okay.
And the trick is actually to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush, like this one from Alima Pure. We're not going in with like a massive powder puff and taking your life away. So look up for me. So we're just gonna press that in exactly where we put concealer, right? And then we're also gonna pop a little close on your eyelid just to sort of prime it throughout the day. And then if you want to, you can put a little where you put concealer around the nose. And if you look at camera for me and open, we did not take her life away. She still looks youthful and beautiful.
Don't look like Lillian Gish.
But it's just going to make sure that your eyeliner and your mascara stays put, your concealer stays put, but you're not missing out on any of that moisture. It's just taking that edge off a little bit. So I am going to do a little bit of eyeliner. This is the Hynt Beauty eyeliner in brown. It's almost like you're creating a hyphenated line, right? I'm actually not trying to make you look like you have eyeliner on. I know that's not your vibe.
Yeah.
I am just giving you almost like a false lash effect. So I'm just popping that in there, and then you can either use your finger or a cotton bud or a little brush just to buff that out a little. Open for me. So if you look, it's almost invisible, but it's just giving that a little something on that side. This is a daytime easy breezy look. Next time we can get into your showstopper look. Open for me, very pretty. Okay, so 2 things I have left. Curling your lashes.
Mine are so straight.
Yes, so when you curl your lashes, they say it's like a push-up bra for your lashes. So it just lifts everything. It's very eye-opening. It's amazing how awake it can make the eye look. Does that feel okay?
Yep.
So you wanna get right at the root of the lashes, give it a very healthy, firm squeeze, and then you're gonna walk your way out. And then if you want, you can either angle the curler up like this, or inwards towards the nose to get more of a lift on the edge if you like that.
Wow, I never knew that.
So now we have a nice curled lash. So for the last step, we're going to use the Sappho Vegan Mascara. I love this one because I feel like if you like a light lash, you can get that, or if you like a fuller lash, you can get that. Some of them are sort of one or the other. So one of my favorite tricks is don't waste that little blob of mascara that's on the tip, right? So I take that blob. Basically in the morning, I don't have time to do 3 coats of mascara, right? So I just run that little bit of mascara through the lashes this way, and then comb it through.
That's a great tip.
Because who has time to sit and wait for the coats to dry? Especially with natural mascaras when you want to build volume fast. It's a great way to do it. All right, so this is the finished everyday easy look for Dana, just using, what was that, 3-4 products.
Yeah.
Super easy and fresh and youthful. And yeah, so if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can email us at hello@thedetoxmarket.com. We'll also link our first video that talked about skincare for Dana's concerns. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming and being with me.
Thank you for having me.